Hello, everybody. Welcome and hello. If you hear a voice in the background, that is Kiwi Tiger. She is now living with me. So just want to make sure you guys kind of aware. But this vlog has caught some of the FGC by storm a little bit. We recently got a post that the KI World Cup is not gonna allow teabagging. I don't know if they said anything about taunting.
Should I go easier
You
on
know,
you?
the whole taunt thing, but the whole teabagging thing, this is not going to be allowed at KR World Cup. And I kind of wanted to shift more of a neutral opinion and kind of talk and give my thoughts and speculation about it, because I feel like a lot of people have this misconception about like why, you know, this should be allowed or shouldn't be allowed. I mean, it's clear why people think that this shouldn't be allowed, right? I mean, teabagging is an obvious form of trolling or disrespect, or, you know, I'm gonna do this when I win a match, and I'm gonna teabag and I can do whatever I want, right? But the pure form of teabagging literally is I'm just going to crouch a bunch of times. But not a lot of people take it that way. I mean, personally, when I get teabagged by somebody who's good, I don't care. If it's like some kind of kid online who thinks that they're good and they're just teabagging because they beat me off of, like, I don't know, some random like stuff like this where they do like a bunch of lights in a row, you know, they do like a bunch of lights and then they, you know, mash buttons and they try to just do this and, you know, they somehow win and then they just start teabagging. Yeah, that can get annoying, but if you get teabagged by somebody who is actually good at the game, I really don't care. But you kind of have to see it from both sides, right? Because, like, how could I say this? There's no really pros and cons of teabagging. Teabagging is one of the mainstays of gaming, right? It's like you think about teabagging and it's like, oh, that's just a staple of video games. People will teabag you. People will taunt you. Try to get under your skin. Like, let it roll off your back. Sticks and stones, right? Well, some people can't handle that sort of thing. And when you go into a professional setting, so for example, like you're not going to walk into, let's just say you work at a business firm or, you know, an office or a financial institution or something. You're not going to walk in with some shorts and a t-shirt on, you know. You're going to walk in with business casual or sometimes even more businessy. You're going to walk in a suit or a collared shirt or a polo shirt and some slacks and some nice shoes. I guess it just depends on the venue. KR World Cup is the premier Killer Instinct tournament that happens. It's like the Super Bowl of KI. So obviously they want professionalism and they want, you know, a higher viewpoint and a higher standard versus, I don't know, some, you know, online tournament that's run by Legendary or even the 8-bit beatdown. And these tournaments, by no means am I saying that are lower than anything, because the 8-bit beatdown and any tournament that's run, it's really good. But obviously KI World Cup is a step above the rest of these because, one, it offers a ton of money. Two, it has a ton of people that are there that are giving up their time, their money, their dedication, you know, being there, production. Like, these are things that are going into it. I mean, it's the same thing with showboating in football. You don't see a lot of showboating because it's considered unsportsmanlike conduct. And you know, people say that they want video games and esports to be considered a actual form of media, actual form of entertainment. Well, it has become that. And once it becomes that, there's expectations and standards that get held on that ground. So for example, let's just say, for example, like Street Fighter made it to ESPN. Not saying Killer Instinct will or whatever, but Street Fighter has made it to ESPN, and now we're getting a broader audience. We're getting this audience that has come into the game who's never seen Street Fighter, but they watch ESPN2 or wherever it's aired, and now they're coming in, they're seeing the game. And if all they're seeing is, you know, somebody like gets thrown or something like that, and they walk up and they're teabagging and they're doing this and they're taunting and this and that, and the guy that's losing pops off and he punches the other guy, sure, that's cool, and that's a lot of entertainment, and it's like, holy crap, we have stuff to talk about now, it's drama. it sets a bad example, and it puts the game, as far as like if it was Killer Instinct or Street Fighter, it puts that game in a light. Now it gives, the haters of the game ammunition. Say, oh well, all that game does is, it just it invokes aggression and this and that. And obviously this is taking it to extreme, but I'm playing devil's advocate, and I'm trying to speak out as if I were one of these critics. They're just, oh, it provokes aggression. Yeah, you know what? It's probably it's the player's fault for getting angry at the fact that you're getting teabagged in a video game, but it's also the guy's fault for doing the teabagging in the first place. But will they blame the people? No, not at first anyway. What they'll start to do is they'll start to blame the game. They'll start to blame Killer Instinct as a game, or they'll start to blame the fighting game as a form of aggression. They'll say, you know what, they were playing this game caused the aggression, when really it wasn't. It was really some guy getting mad that he was losing, and the other guy noticed that he was getting mad, so he decided to provoke him in a way, as if teabagging. And like I said, I'm not on the side of let's allow teabagging, nor am I on the side that's saying, hey, let's take it away. But what I am saying is, I do understand why Ultra Arcade or the team who's putting KI World Cup together, they instilled this rule. It's not because they are dicks and they're Hollywood or whatever. It's because they want to air Killer Instinct, and they want to air this game in a sense of professionalism, just like the Super Bowl would be, or the NBA World Championship, any kind of really big event. This KI World Cup is the biggest event of the year for Killer Instinct. And yeah, will teabag add to hype? Sure, but will it also, you got to think about it in other ways too. Will it provoke aggression? I mean, we even heard of some case saying, oh, this guy was teabagging and taunting, and then he made a threat of putting the other guy in a hospital. Whether that's true or not, these threats exist, and we're not in your average 7-Eleven playing Street Fighter on an arcade machine. We're in a venue according to Brandon Alexander, who already has 1,800 people that are coming just from Texas alone, if not even more. 2,500 people, 2,500 spectators in the building, and then who knows how many spectators on Twitch. We can be generating some really big audience, and if all they're seeing is, oh, this, and then teabag and taunt, and you win, and the guy just sitting here teabagging, and I know Sonic Fox does it in Mortal Kombat, everybody's taunted, everybody's teabagged. It's not the end of the world if you get teabagged. All you're doing is holding crouch. But honestly, you got to think of the psychological effects now. In this day and age, people can't handle that sort of thing. Like, if you think about it now, just think about it as when we were back in the arcades. Everybody who's my age and older, we were back in the arcades. What used to happen? Nobody told us anything. There was no training modes. There was no practice modes. There was no frame data. We went in there, we got our asses kicked, and the guys just, get off my machine. And it was the king of the hill, get off my machine. And there was no remorse. They didn't teach you how to play. There was a few people that taught how to play. And then, things kind of changed with the whole console era. And then you have, people like Alex Valle or even Maximilian, who wanted to take some people under their wing and try to teach fundamentals of fighting games. That has evolved over the I'm the best, get out of my arcade kind of mindset. Because before it was, when I'm playing Mortal Kombat, I'm gonna whoop you, do a fatality that only I know, and humiliate you. That's how it was. But now it's not like that, and people get so upset over this. People get so salty over this. They get so mad about teabagging. They get so mad about the taunts. And yeah, it's in the game. The taunts are in the game for sure.
Let's finish this.
These taunts are in the game. People are saying, why not taunt? Killer Instinct put the taunts in the game. Sure, why not? Teabagging, however, it's in the game, but it's a crouch, and people find this to be disrespectful. So on both sides, there's some. You got to err on the side of caution, I believe, and And I feel like the guys who are running KI World Cup, if they don't want it in there, that's what they want their tournament, their show to be more professional, more on a scale of this is what we want our sponsors to see. Because you guys got to remember that some people actually get paid to play this game, or they get they get travel to win money. Like, these are sponsors that will pay people to play the game. These are real companies. I mean, Ultra Arcade is an actual company. There's other people like Blue Hurricane. I don't know if Blue Hurricane is an actual company, but I know it's run by J-Mart and whatnot. But even if you look at Capcom has Red Bull, Capcom has Razer, they have Mad Cats, or they had Mad Cats, they have Kwamba, they have these other companies that I'm pretty sure that we would love to have in KI. We would love to have a Razer KI player. We would love to have a Kwamba KI, a Red Bull, a Monster, or something. But if all they see is unsportsmanlike conduct, you're looking at, it's not Hollywood to want sportsmanship. These representatives want to see professionalism. They want to see people who know how to act and who can, if you're playing in a hotel room with friends, sure, teabag and taunt all you want. But if you're on stage, it's almost like giving a presentation. You're going to be there, show up, show your skill, and then, shake the other guy's hand and walk away. That's kind of what you want to do. And that's what being professional is all about. And I get it. People are kind of getting upset about this whole teabag situation. But honestly, guys, it's teabagging. Really? I mean, this doesn't do anything. Tapping down doesn't do anything for the game. Play your game. Play Killer Instinct. Enjoy the World Cup. If you don't want to be banned for future events, just don't do this. That's all you got to do. Just go in, play your game. And there's really no need to make a huge deal out of it. I just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions about it, and just say, hey, obviously this is probably the mentality that they have. They want to be more professional. They want to have more sportsmanlike conduct. This is a big event for them. This is a big event for Killer Instinct in general. So they probably wanted to have a little bit more of a, hey, let's be professional. Let's walk up there, show people what we can bring, show people what KI brings. KI is known to be one of the more friendly communities. And if we're known as one of the more friendly communities, why are we going to have, teabagging all over the place and taunting and getting pissed off and some guy, getting mad and salty? And yeah, you'll get mad and you'll get salty for losing. But, it's just like, why are you going to rub that in the wound by doing this all the time? And you're just wasting your time. So obviously you don't want to be banned from Killer Instinct. Just don't do this. That's all you got to do. Don't teabag. Just play your game. Play the game the way you would play it normally and enjoy it. All right? Well, thanks guys for watching again. Please leave a like and comment if you guys have any questions. The fight analysis will come soon. I just been super busy with work and whatnot, but the playing some games and analyzing my play would be coming soon. And again, if you have any more topics, please feel free to comment down below, like, subscribe, all those things. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.